Hello. Yeah, so I would like to make this session interactive so that everyone could participate in this discussion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, so there is no need to call me sir. You can call me Abhishek directly. So before starting the session, I would like to understand why you people have chose Tosca to learn Tosca. I would like to know what you know about Tosca before I start the session. Please speak up, guys. If you're not able to speak anything, you can put your thoughts on chat so that I can read it for you. Okay, so how many of you guys are into automation already? So how many of you know automation already? Or what you know about Tosca? As Tosca is an automation tool. How many of you are into automation previously? Not on Tosca, even if you are in Selenium, Playwright, Cypress, or any other automation tool?
Hey, hi Abhishek. This is Sagar. My
Yeah, hi
background
Sagar.
is total manual QA. I don't have
Hmm.
any experience into the automation thing.
Okay. Yeah, okay, Sagar. That's good to hear. So, okay. So you're working on an insurance, which domain?
Currently into the banking.
Okay, fine. So, okay. So then let me get started quickly. So Tosca and Selenium, these all are automation tools. So in current market, we see most of the people using Selenium, Cypress or Playwright, right? Am I right? So, but why should people choose Selenium uh, over Selenium Tosca? So Tosca is nothing but a simple model-based testing. So as we all know that most of the market trend currently have the automation manual testers or functional testers, basically speaking. So what the main difference between why should we choose Tosca itself? That means you can create test cases easily. So there is completely no code. So people might have difficulty to learn coding in a day-to-day life. So as we all are working, people might have less time to get upskilled. So in a very less time, people can get upskilled in this Tosca. So I can say this is a complete model-based testing. So script-based testing is completely different and model-based testing is completely different. Let me quickly share my screen and show you what exactly I mean. So we'll be talking about these topics now, and I'll be showing you the interface also, how Tosca looks. Yeah. So basically, so here are a few differences between Selenium and Tosca to understand it better way. So Tosca is obviously a commercial tool and it is a commercial tool. That means we need to pay license for it. So open source and commercial, what's the main difference between that? Open source is something which everyone can use it. So for example, if I want to use Selenium in for my testing, what I can do is that I can directly download Selenium jars from the browser and I can use it directly in my testing purpose. But whereas coming to Tosca, we need to pay for the license. So whenever an organization wants to move their testing to completely to Tosca, so what they need to do is they need to take a partnership with TRICENTIS and they need to buy the tool. So once we buy the tool, we'll be able to leverage the tool. So that is one of the main difference between this open source and commercial. So that what happens in the commercial tools is nothing but whatever we do, whatever we operations we do, or whatever the testing we do, or whatever the data we store in that, that will be completely stored in the commander, and that is not being going to outside of the organization. So every organization needs its security. So that security is completely given in this part in TRICENTIS Tosca. But whereas coming to Selenium, what happens mainly is that we'll be able to get the code from outside. So there is a chance to get there is a chance of data leakage from our side. So most of the organizations choose commercial tools only for this purpose. So for example, if you worked on Guidewire, anyone, if you have worked on Guidewire, like GTUI is the framework which they have. They will not allow any other commercial tools to any other commercial tools or any other open source tools to work on them. You know why? Because the structure or the data what they have, they don't want it to get outside while testing it. So even it is in the regression environment or even it is in the QA environment, in whichever environment maybe it is, but the data or the things which they have, the features which they have, they don't want to get it outside. So they use a different framework called GTUI. So in the same way, for this TRICENTIS Tosca also offers a security. So whenever we create a test data or whenever we create something important, people don't want to get it outside of their organization. So that is the only reason people try to choose Tosca, because that is a licensed tool. So whenever we want, we get support. And second thing is, TRICENTIS Tosca is a model-based automation tool. So what is a model-based automation tool and what is a script-based? Basically, a script based is nothing but we write some Java code or we write some C# code or we write some Python code and then we run the test cases. What happens in there is everyone who is in the team might not be an automation expert. They might not know how to write a code, but they have some automation logic. So people with the functional testers, what happens is they can understand how the application flow goes. So for exactly that is replicated in Tosca. But whereas coming in script based, we need to write the logic, understand the logic, and we need to present it. In Tosca, what happens is directly we have the part directly, the application model will be seen directly over in the uh, tool. So basically, this is the tool. I'll show you later, but I'll just explain you. And all types of testing is done in this part. Also, TRICENTIS Tosca is should be built on some code. So on what code it is built on? It is backend. It is built on C#. So all the modules. So in TRICENTIS Tosca, we'll be saying it as modules, the objects part, and that is completely based on C#. So this is the few differences. So coming to the test data management. So test data management is nothing but, so in automation, what happens? We need to pass the test data to the test cases through an Excel from Selenium and all those things. But here in Tosca, we have an inbuilt test management system. And after creation of test cases, so if you're working on a banking domain, you will be getting the account number or some details, right? So those must be shared on a DB. And Tosca offers a test management system too, that we call it as server TDM. So that is being also offered. That comes in the test management. And for the reporting and analytics, what happens is in Selenium basically we'll be having to integrate this reports. So once the test case is passed, what we will do? So we'll be getting some Cucumber reports or Serenity reports and all those things. So how that actually looks is like this one. Let me show you how Cucumber reports look like. So these all are dependencies. So for example, yeah, so this is how a Cucumber report looks like. What happens is in Java, if we are using the Cucumber framework, right, we need to design this, how this looks actually, how the report should be, all these designs. So these are all the plugins. We need to get them. We need to write the code and we need to get the report. So once that is done, this type of report will be generated. But whereas in Tosca, we have inbuilt reporting system also. So what happens is once the test case is run is completed, we can just, yeah,
Abhishek, sorry for disturbing. Actually, your screen is not visible. We can only see the Tosca by Abhishek at the rate 8 a.m.
sorry, you're able to see only the
The
Word
title,
document.
yeah, no. We are just seeing the few texts. Tosca by the Abhishek at the rate 8 a.m. IST. Session ID and session link.
Okay, you're not able to see the screen.
Yeah. Before that, we can see the screen, but now. You can go
Uh, Sorry, Abhishek, I could able to view your dashboard of Tosca dashboard.
Yeah,
Now it's on.
yeah.
Yeah, go to meeting. Yeah, then now it's a text.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's visible. Now the Word document is visible only. Yeah. Now Tosca, the UI is visible.
Just a second. Okay, maybe I'll open Notepad on web browser itself. Um, I'm not able to share this out. Okay, fine. So I'll just complete this part and I'll just go to the commander and then I'll share the screen. Then tell me if it is visible or not. Okay, so uh, what's the point I have stopped? Yeah, so basically we're on the reporting session, right? So the reporting features. So once the test case is completely run, it is run and we need the reports to be shared. So where we'll be getting that? So we don't need to integrate any third-party applications or any third-party tools. In TRICENTIS Tosca, we have a reporting session too. So let me just quickly log into the commander and show you how the look and how it look and feel. I'll share my commander now. Please tell me if it is visible, okay? So that I'll move forward. Is my commander visible now?
Yes,
Tosca commander. What else? What you can see on the screen? It's like recent projects, and you can see the project names. Those are things, right?
yes.
Okay. So basically, whenever you open Tosca, you will be able to see. You will be able to see something like this. So what is this recent projects? These recent projects are my projects which I'm working on currently. So please ignore that, and those will not be available for you. Only you will be able to see these first steps and advanced examples. Okay. These are the two things you'll be able to see.
Sir, for Tosca testing, you no need any framework. Huh?
Yeah, so framework part, yeah, I'll be telling you that. So for the framework part, I have forgot to tell you, that's a good question. So what happens in Tosca is Tosca, we need to create a framework based on our DOM structure. So basically, to create a DOM structure, I'll say you, based on your application, we'll be creating the framework in here. What happens in
Normally,
Selenium is, hmm?
normally how we have to create like company organization, which one will follow? We have to follow that type of framework, or we have to create our own framework like that.
Yeah, we need to create a framework based on the best practices. So Tosca will give us some best practices. I will be sharing you that document later. But the framework must be designed based on few rules. And the framework, the best practices which Tosca has given for us, that framework we can leverage it. So from starting, we need to from scratch we need to build the framework actually, because as this is a model based testing, right? So each application has its own model. So once we create the model, that will be the outer structure of the framework.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is how it looks like. First steps, advanced examples. So these are only two things you can see. So now basically I'm creating a new project and I'll show you how what is there. So
So we
in
are discussing
Tosca,
about is model
hmm,
based testing or script based testing.
yeah, Tosca is completely model based testing. So I'm explaining the model based testing part only.
Script based no need. Huh?
Script basing is completely based on Java and Selenium. So those we write to need that is Selenium part, script based testing. So this
So
is
it is
Tosca.
useful.
So here we are. Hmm?
It is useful for which type of applications?
We can use it. We can leverage it everywhere. Like
Everywhere. Huh?
any domain, like insurance, banking, and healthcare services, or any other domains like food business and all those things.
Normally, the banking domains and insurance domains, maximum which type of model based testing or script based testing they follow max.
It depends on client. So the thing is like, so I work for a client based on insurance. So what they use is like they use Selenium, C Sharp, Java, and Tosca also.
Okay.
It is based on their budget. So whatever. So see, Selenium tool is basically a freeware. It is an open source. So anyone can leverage it, and anyone can use it. They can build a framework. They can hire some estates, and they can ask them to write the framework, and people can start using that. But coming to Tosca, it is completely priced tool, as I said
Okay.
previously. So they need to purchase the licenses for it before anyone can use it. So before you also can download Tosca and use it, you need a license.
For practice purpose also we need to pay the license bill.
Not required. So for this practice purpose, we'll be getting 45 days of license, try demo license. So
For
we can leverage that. But after 45 days, you need to buy the license.
for model based testing and script based testing is both are same, right? Is there any difference between that? Like
No,
in testing
model
purpose?
based is completely different. No, model based is completely different from script based. In script based, what happens is like each script it needs to compile and it needs to store it needs to generate the class files and then will be executing the test cases. So each function will be attached to each class, I can say, each method. So now what model based is that you'll be having just the uh, application structure in your framework. So that will be seen in the module section. I'll show you a sample test case how it looks like when I create this when I
Okay.
create a new project. Okay,
Okay.
I'll be yeah, we'll be going through that in just few minutes. But yeah, so let me go inside quickly. So here we can do two options. So here we can create a single user workspace and a multi-user workspace. So for now we'll be going with a single user workspace because we are not creating a shared environment now. To create a shared environment, we'll be needing licenses. We'll be needing to be purchased a tool. But now what we can do is like we can create an individual project and we can start testing now. So let me create a new single user workspace. So single user workspace is see this one. So in the select repository will be so is the dark theme visible or should I change it to white? So basically, is this screen visible or previous screen? Which one you can read it better?
The white one?
I'll go. Huh? This is okay.
White. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay. So basically, I wanted you guys to see everything clearly, so I changed this one. So this is the default thing. So I'm creating the single user workspace. So when I click the select type of repository, you can see 4 to 5 options here. So these rest of the options are nothing but they are in a shared workspace. So in the shared workspace, in the sense, so the whole framework which we create is organized somewhere on the cloud. But we don't have any cloud architecture right now, so we are creating a single user workspace. I'll be selecting the location where I want to create. I'll be leaving it to default for now, and my workspace name is, let's call it a demo. So I'm using a workspace template. So make sure you click on this tick bar, user workspace template, because Tosca gives us some standard modules. So the standard modules, when we download the commander, we'll be getting it from there. And in Tosca projects, we'll be able to see standard.tsu. This is called a subset. So this TSU file is nothing but a subsets. So frankly speaking, with the coding terminology, we will be saying it as predefined methods. We'll be saying it as here subsets. Okay. So when I try to create, a new workspace is getting created for me. So this is how the commander looks like. Okay. So you can see different sections here, that is like test case, modules, test case design, test planning, execution. So yeah, so these all things you can see it, right? So there is another section also, that is reporting, but yeah, yeah, reporting session. This is missing here. Let me put it here. So we'll go on the hierarchy. So to get started the testing part, we need only these three modules for now. So these are called as sections. So this is a module section, test case design section, test cases section, execution section, reporting section, and configuration sections. So these are the few parts which we need for right now. Okay. Leave about this requirement issues and test planning. We can talk about it later. But these are the following sections we will be requiring. So whenever, so previously, if you remember, I have clicked the substandard modules.tesu, if you remember. So that is nothing but this modules. So these are the modules, that is like few modules which Tosca has given us for few operations. So for example, this module is used to take a screenshot, to copy from clipboards, to read the values, to set the name as buffers, and all those things. So I'll explain you about these standard modules after a bit later, but these are few automation tools which we can leverage it. And this test case design is nothing but the, what we can say, so you will be passing test data through Excel, right? So instead of passing through Excel, we can leverage here. So we can create the test sheets. So this is a test sheet actually. You can name it as testing application, and we can start giving the data here. So whatever the data I'll be passing in here, right? So that part, it will be going to another thing, new. So if you can see this, so whatever the values I'll be giving here below this, I'll be telling you the terminologies later. So see, so these are the test data actually. So for the testing, the test data and the username is Rahul. For example, the username will be Rahul, and another username is Jack. So these are the two test data. So I can link this in my test cases, and here we will be able to create a test cases. So I'll be telling you the folder structure and all those things, but this is how it feels. So after the test case is created, we'll be linking them to this execution list, and then we'll be taking out the reports. This configuration part, everything I'll be telling you. Basically, now let's create a module and see how the basic test case is designed in here. Let me go with the one website, that is demo web shop. Yeah, so this is a demo web shop which TRICENTIS has created for learning Tosca part. So we'll be going through with this website. So basically, you can see this website, right? So demo web shop.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we'll create a simple test case. So what we'll do is we'll click on register. We'll give this details. So manual flow, I'm telling you, we'll give the details. I'll give my John John Who. I'm giving the name as John Who, and its email is john@123.com. I'm giving some password. Okay, password is PASSWORD 123. Password is password 123. So this is the password I have created. I'm going to create register. I'm going to register and see there is a record created now. Okay. When I try to log in, see John123 is been created. So we'll be replicating the same thing in Tosca. How we are going to automate this part. You have understood the manual flow? If yes, please confirm. See, again, I'll explain you. So basically I'm going to demo website. So this is the URL I'm going to log in. I'm going to log into this URL and I'm asking it to click on register and I'm asking it to fill the details. Am I clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So basically now we'll register with a demo user. Okay, so before starting we don't have this application, these XPaths and all those things. So to interact into this page, we'll be needing the XPaths and we'll be needing its locations, right? So what I'll do is, so in the module section, what you'll do is just create a folder. Okay, we'll name it as demo. I'll be naming it as demo. So to create a module, what you need to do, just right click on the module section. And once you have clicked on right click, you will be able to see a icon like this. So this is nothing but a folder icon in this. Okay. This is the folder icon and this is the component folder. So the virtual folder or component folder, we can call it as virtual folder or component folder. I'll be telling you what this is used for and you'll be able to see this module. So firstly, we'll be only speaking about these two sections. So this is a folder and this is a module. Okay. So there is a two bridge like structure. So this is called as module and this is a folder. So I have created a new folder named demo. Now what I need to do is on the above section, you can see there is a see whenever I click on test case, this section after tools behind this API testing and in between tools, you'll be able to see the module names, whatever we selected, right? See, that will be not constant, that will be changing based on the selection. Okay. So now I have clicked on modules. I can see modules here. Now what I'll do, I'll go to modules. Here it is. I'm going to scan this page. Okay. What is scanning and what are all those things, I'll be telling you. So I can have two options. I can click scan here or I can just right click on the folder and select the option scan the application. Okay, there are two options. I can select it from anywhere. Okay, so I'll go to this modules. There is a scan option here. As this is an web application, see, we are having different types of scannings, that is like API scan, mobile scan, PDF. Remote terminal is nothing but some other scan. And for Salesforce dedicatedly, we have a Salesforce scan separately. This file scan is nothing but for the modules. WebDriver is nothing but whenever we use a WebDriver. So WebDriver, this comes in the coding part. We'll be talking about this later. But yes, so this is an application scan. So currently we are scanning an application, right? So this is the application we are going to scan and this is the web page. So for web pages, we'll be selecting the application scan. Let me click on this and you'll be able to see something like agent is starting. See here. So you're able to see different things, right? So we need to click on this demo web shop. You're able to see this. So if I'm a bit fast, please stop me in between. I'll go slow here. So this is the part we need to scan. So we need to select the demo web shop and we need to click on scan. Once we click on scan, we'll be able to see this screen. Before that, we need to install the TRICENTIS extension, automation extension. So this is an extension. I'll be telling about it to you later before starting this one. But yeah, so this is how it looks. So what I need is that I need to click on this register and I need to go to another page. That is the flow, right? Is that the flow? For your cleaner thing, I'll write that in the notepad. First step is click on register. Second step, fill the basic details. Fill the basic details and click continue. So these are the following two steps. I'm going to do that now. So we are on the home page and we are going to scan this part. So this element we need to click on register. So what I'll do, I'll use this select on screen option and I'll put my pointer here. See, I wanted to scan this part. What I can do is that directly I can go here. Here is the register button. I'm going to select in a text and tag A. So see, you can see the properties of the button. Is it visible? Save this module and so once I have saved and closed it, you'll be able to see a module created. So previously this was not there, right? This is the module we need to click on. Am I clear? Have you understood this part, what I have done currently? Guys, please tell me. If not, I can reshare and retell you that part.
Yeah, I have small doubt.
Yeah, please.
You can open the screen.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, we are selecting the domain, right? How we are selecting the domain? It will select whatever we are opening on the screen. It will select automatically that domain, or we have to given by our manual. Hello, hello, Abhishek.
I'm sorry, you're actually breaking completely. So
Wait 1 minute.
okay, this part, right?
Yeah, no, no, from starting part only. How you given the domain when you are selecting the application? Hello.
I'm selecting the application. Sorry, sir, but you're
It will select
if you're
the
speaking three words,
domain
I'm
of the
only getting
application.
one word here. Okay, you that means the this site, right? Which I'm how I'm selecting this one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what I have done is like, so see from again I'll go. So when I click on this folder, right,
Okay.
I'll delete this one again. Okay, we'll be starting again. Okay. So now I'm scanning the application. So this is an application, right? This is a web
Okay.
application. So
Okay.
what I'm doing is this is the web application. We know it is a web application. So for the web applications, what we'll do is we'll create on this app. We'll click on this application. Hmm. Now we'll be seeing there will be a module started xscan volcano. We'll be able to see the xscan. Hmm. See, there are many windows open here. So these are the windows I have opened on my system currently, and I need to scan this one, this page, right?
Okay.
I'll be selecting the demo web shop,
So
which has been
what are
shown
the
here.
windows you are open in your monitor? It will be shown
Uh,
here. Which type
it
of
will be shown
application we
direct.
have? Okay.
Yes. Now
Okay,
what
sure.
I'll do, I'll select the particular application which I need. Okay. So this is the screen I read, right? So see, if I select on this one, it will change to this one. If I go to the meeting part, you can see the meeting screen now. When I select the application, it will move. Hmm. Now I'll select the application and I'll select on scan. Now all the properties. So you can see different options in the screen, right? So we have on the background of the application, you can see different things are going on. We can see books, computers, register, login, shopping cart, all these things, right? So these all elements are visible here. If you can see, it is saying if it is a link or if it is a saying a button. See this, okay, search is a button, no? In the application, you can see that one here. See, search. You can see the search one, right? This is a button. You're able to correlate this with the application now. If yes, please confirm me. Is this a question? Someone asked me right now. I cannot see the name because I'm on different screen. Have I answered? If yes, I'll move forward. Venkata, yeah, someone dropped, I guess. Okay, so can I move forward now, guys? Am I clear now? If yes, I'll move forward. Okay, I'll be moving forward now. See, I have selected the register button which I need to scan. So I can use two options. I can either select the register button directly or I can use the select on screen option and select the register button. Okay, there are two options to select. The best option is to go and select with the name directly. And I'm going to save this module and close this one. Do someone want to speak? I see someone's mic's on. Okay, join back. Okay, Venkata, did I answer your question previously?
Yeah, now I can understand what you're telling.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So now the module is created. Now I'm going to click on register. So a simple test case will be creating. We'll be going to the test case section. Again, we'll be creating a simple test case with this module. Okay. Now I'll go to test case. In the test case section, I'll be creating a folder. Again, I'll be saying it as name as demo. And so here we have two things again. So this is a folder symbol and this is a test case symbol. So we'll be creating a test case symbol. We'll be going through this libraries and business test cases later. What is a business test case and what is a library test case? That is a complete theoretical session. I'll explaining it to you. Basically now we'll just create a basic session, basic test case. So I'll name this as uh, I'll name the test case. So for every test case, we'll be having some names, right? So we'll be having with the user story name or the ticket number. We'll be creating a test cases name basically on that, or based on the functionality. I'll be creating as demo webshop register. Demo webshop regist, yeah, demo webshop register. So this is in a planned state now. So we'll be having some states like in work, planned, or work. So currently I am in work, right? I'll be changing this to in work. And now I need to create the test case. So this is done. So before starting the test case, what is the thing we need to do? We need to open this website, right? Open demo webshop URL. Open demo webshop. We need to open the demo webshop, then we need to click on register, and then we need to move with the account creation, right? So for that, what I'll be doing is I'll be using a standard module before to open the demo web shop. So where that is, that will be in the basic in the window operations. In the window operations, we can see open URL. Maybe that part is missing here to open the URL. Let us search it here directly. See, I'm adding a test step here. So to add a test step here in the test cases, if you select on the test case, right, there is a test case. If you select on this, you'll be able to see a test step. We can see open URL. This is one of the module we'll be using to open the URL. So what is the URL we need to open? This URL. I'll be copying this. I have given the URL which I need to open. So the URL is given. And after opening the URL, what I need to do? I need to use this module, right? Demo web shop. So recently we created this one. So I can drag and drop this in the demo web shop. And here, what I need to do? It is a click operation, right? And this is the action mode. So open URL action modes will be able to see as input, insert, verify, buffer. All these things I'll be telling it to you later. But now what we need to do? We need to open the demo web shop and then we need to click on register. So this is the first steps for a test case, right? So this is how a test case is created. I'll close this. See, I have not opened any website. Now, when I run this test case, I can click on right click and I can run from scratchbook here. There is an option called run from scratchbook. So now you can guys can see it is not doing anything. If you can see, the website got opened, but did it open in Chrome? No, and the test case will fail now. Okay, I think extension is here. So on which browser it opened? On Edge it is opened, right? So maybe the extension is installed. Yeah, so the extension is installed here. Let's make the configuration as Chrome. Browser as Chrome. I'll be telling you what this is later. Yeah. So now it opened on Chrome, right? Now it will open on Edge. See, have you seen what it has done? It have opened the Chrome and it had clicked on register, right? Have you guys seen the operation or should I run it again? Hello? Yeah.
TRICENTIS supports all types of browsers or only some of the browsers?
Yeah, we have the following browsers. These are the browsers which it supports.
Okay, only this browser it will support.
Yeah, these are the browsers.
Okay.
So we have ample of browsers. So we have cross-browser testing supported here.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can mention on which browser I need to open it and it'll open the test case and run. So previously, if you see, it have run on Edge browser, right? But now it changed to Chrome. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Normally,
basically, these are.
when
Hmm,
when we are
yes.
running the test case, it will show
Hmm.
automatically pass or fail, or we have to
Yeah,
how we
it
have
will
to
show.
find.
See, after the test case is run, a scratchbook open. See, again, I'll run the test case. Okay.
Okay. If it
Yeah.
is fail
So,
means it will not show the any separate
yeah.
test
Yes, exactly.
configuration. Okay.
No, the fail steps you will be able to see. I'll tell you how we can see.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the demo web shop, right? See, I have
Okay.
clicked on run. It opened on
Okay.
Chrome. The mouse pointer went to register and it clicked on register. And you can see execution passed. On the below, you can see a menu bar.
Below 1 minute.
Okay, I think you missed the part. Again, I'll run and show you. See, clearly, now point to my cursor, okay? Just
Okay.
check the cursor where it is now. I'll
Okay.
click on here. So see here on the below part, you can see the execution time, right? So you will
Yeah.
see here.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that is done, you can see the scratchbook here. The scratchbook is nothing but where you see the results. Okay.
Okay.
So see here, once that is done, you can see it clicked on register and what the action it performed. See, you can see that took like 9 seconds,
Okay.
0.089 seconds. Okay.
So the test
These are,
case is fail, the test case is fail means it will not show the scratch book. Is it right?
yeah, it will not show in, no, it will show in the scratchbook. I'll show you how it shows. See, again, I'll run the test case. Okay. Now it will fail actually.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say this as verify. I'll put this as to verify and I'll ask it to verify X. Okay. So there is a no button called X in the screen. Okay. In register button. See the execution got failed here. It is red right
Oh.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in
Okay.
the
Okay.
steps you can see verification failed. So why it got failed? Because the actual value is register and I'm validating it with X.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah. No.
expected value is X here. Yeah. So the expected value I have given it here as X. You got it right?
Yeah. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. So now let us move forward now. Is it okay? Let us move forward then. So now what I need to do now? So I'm on the register screen now, right? Basically, we are on the screen. So in this screen, what we need to do, we need to give the personal details and password. Okay. But do we have this module? Do we have this module now? No, right? So what we need to do is we need to create another module named register. So this will say demo webshop homepage. Okay. So I want to give the details, but I cannot leverage any of the things because I don't have its module. So now what we'll do, we'll create another module for the demo web shop. I'll be creating a new module. Sorry, we'll be scanning a new module directly. I'll go to application. I'll scan it. So I need to scan this page. I'll click on scan. You're able to see the screen, right? So what are the things I need to scan now? I need to scan this gender, personal details, and all these parts. Okay. I need to scan this gender, all these things. So where are those? See here. If I double click on this part, I can see M is highlighted. Can you see the M is being highlighted? I'll click on highlight screen. You'll be able to see. See what element I have selected. I'm highlighting on that part. Please confirm me if you're able to identify that so that I'll move forward. Hello. Guys, if you be interactive, that will help me. I can understand if you are understanding properly or not. If yes, please reply in the chat, or else I'll come back to chat and move forward. If yes and no, that is also fine.
Yes, we are following.
Okay. So basically, this is the thing we need to go. So I need to click. So whenever I click on this highlight on screen, whenever I select any of the button, that will be highlighted simultaneously on backside. Rescan. See, I have selected highlight on screen. I can see this page, complete page is highlighted because the entire page DOM is being selected. I need to select this male and female buttons. So first I'll be selecting this male button. It is scanned here. So this properties part, I'll tell you how we can leverage this properties part later. But now let us select with the based on these parts only. I have selected this male. I have selected the female part. I have selected first name. See here the first name box, text box, the last name text box, the email text box, the password text box, and confirm password text box. And after that, I need to click on register. So these are the only elements I'll be using now. I have only scanned this part. Okay. Once I'm done with my scanning, I'll just say save and close this module. So see, these parts I have got here. Okay. So now what I need to do is I can leverage this part in my test case. So I need to go to the second page. It is register. So I'll be selecting any one of the options. So we don't need to select both male and female. We need to select only one. I'll say this one as click on male, and I'll be giving his name as uh, Rahul. Last name is Rahul Ram. Email ID rahul@123.com, and password is test@123. So same password I'll be giving it, and I'll be clicking on this. I'll be clicking on this. Okay, these all are inputs. Till now it is clear now. I think it's clear. So now we'll run the test case from the starting. What it does, let us see. See, it is filling, and it have created an account. You can see the part, right? What it has done. See, I'll rerun the part again. See, it is opening demo web shop. It is clicking on register. It had given the details. See, the specified person have already created an account. It shows with an error message for me. Why? because the account already exists. It have already created with the specific details. Okay, let us do one thing. We'll change the name. We'll give it as double L, and see, the test case got passed and your registration is successfully completed. Okay, so see, you can see here Rahul at the rate 123. It is created. So this is basically how we create a test case in Tosca. Have you understood? So I have not used any logics. I have just created the modules. I have scanned the elements. So we will be saying it as scan the element. I have scanned these elements. I am reusing the modules. I am dragging and dropping it in the test case. I am giving the particular values to it. Have you understood this part? Till here, if I'm clear, I'll stop this part until here.
Okay, if you don't mind, can you do native testing in this page?
Negative testing in the sense, so okay, already account is created, right? And you don't want to
Yeah.
create a duplicate account, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so you can run that. If you run the test case, right, you can say you can verify the message. So for example, if I run this test case again, I'll be seeing a message right on the top.
Okay.
Just a second, let me log out. As it is logged in, right, it will not. See, with this Rahul at the rate, this one already account is created. So what is the negative testing scenario in this? The thing is like once the account is created, we need to see this message, right?
Okay.
Yeah, this part we can validate. So this element is not scanned currently. Is that element scanned currently? Do we have that element in here? No, right? So what I need to do is that I need to go here. I'll rescan the module. So this is the page we're using, register page. So this contains all the register elements. What I'll do now is I'll rescan the element. So one of the element is missing, which I need to test. Okay, that is this element. Now I'll rescan the page. I'll be directly redirected to the open page. Okay,
Okay.
and there is a new option you can see. See, I'm not able to see the message over there. So what I'll do, I'll click on select on screen. I'll click on select on screen. I'll be selecting this element. Right click, see this specified element. This is the thing I need to scan. Okay. So if you zoom this part, you can see multiple elements also to scan it. See here, here it is. This is the part I need to scan. I'll select the property here. I'll save this part and close this. So now I can see an element named UL. So, but what this is actually, it is not renamed properly, so that you can take the name, you can paste it here. Okay. But this comes at the last part after this step, right? So here it is, the message. So here we should not give any element because it follows top down approach. After this part, we need to drag and drop the module again, and we'll be using only this part, verify message, register message. So here we'll be selecting as inner text, and this is the inner text, right? We are going to validate. We'll be selecting inner text double equal to the property, and we'll say it as verify. Okay, see, now I'll run only this part. I don't need to run the complete test case now because I'm already on that screen. I can run only the specific step, Tosca, and this is one of the best example that in Selenium, if a test case fails or anything, we need to debug, we need to run from starting. But in here, we don't need to do that. We can run it from the page where we left. See, it verified the message. This is the message you need to verify, right? Is this the message we need to verify? Is this answers your question, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is how we need to do. So why have I not given this inner text on the top? The only reason because this follows a top-down approach. So as the specified element exists, this one, if I verify it here, this the below steps it will not follow. After the below steps only, I need to validate the message before entering the details. Okay, that is the reason I have put it in the second step, not on the first step. Basically, how you'll do in the manual, the same flow I have gone through. You got it right? So now this is the test step. This is called a test step. The modules will be created as a test steps. Am I clear till this part? There are few other modifications on this module which we need to create. So this parts, this can be converted into a control group. I'll tell you what is a control group and what is a checkbox, how to select a checkbox, and what are the things we can do later on. But and second thing, I'm hard coding the data here, right? So instead of hard coding the data, how we can leverage this test case design and how we can create test cases. I'll be telling you this part later on. And I have left one thing here after doing the completing the test case. What is that? Basically, I have left over with one step here, one step. That is close browser, right? After the test case is completed, we need to close the browser, no? Huh? I have not done that one. So we can close the browser using this close browser module. Okay. So basically this is the look and feel how Tosca looks. So am I clear till this part now? If yes, we can stop the session here. So I'll be dropping my email ID and my mobile number on the chat screen. If required, you can contact me.